I'm Adrian Peterson of the Minnesota Vikings, and you're watching the best sports coverage on News OK.
Barry Tramel here in Lubbock, Texas, where earlier today Bob Stoops brought his Sooners, trying to salvage some of what has been a disappointing football season for Oklahoma. Let's go right to the highlights. OU comes out wearing the Nike Combat uniform, a retro scheme of the 1950s. In the first quarter, not much scoring, both teams trading field goals. Patrick O'Hara, getting the kicking duty for the Sooners, connects on a 47-yarder and a 22-yarder in the second quarter. The Sooners would have their only lead at 6-3. Then on Tech's next possession, Taylor Potts hits Alex Torres for a 65-yard gain. He takes it down to the OU 4-yard line, and 5 plays later, Baron Batch has a 1-yard run. Tech is up 10-6. OU couldn't get anything going offensively all day, and the Sooner defense, which has been the backbone of this year's team, gave up 250 yards to Tech and was down 17-6 at the half. In the third quarter, OU managed just 48 yards of total offense. Tech put 10 more points on the board and had a 27-6 lead. In the fourth quarter, the Sooners finally get a touchdown, a 5-play, 63-yard drive. Landry Jones throws to Ryan Broyles, who makes a great catch, and then scores a 51-yard touchdown. But in frustrating fashion on this afternoon, Broyles gets an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for taunting as he crosses the goal line. It's 34-13 midway through the fourth quarter. Tech would add a late touchdown, and senior day was complete for the Red Raiders. Mike Leach becomes the all-time winningest coach in Tech history with the 41-13 victory. And so the OU offense has a typically frustrating day on the road. But it was the Sooner defense that was mystifying. The Sooner defense had been stellar all season, but melted down against the Red Raiders. Bob Stoops, obviously disappointed, was at a loss to explain.
Pretty obvious, offensively to move the ball again a little, in the first half to some degree, but not be able to produce touchdowns. And then defensively for them to rush the football on us. We knew that was a big factor in the game. Really, again, compliments to Tech, and really disappointed in our defense's effort as well. They just, again, you can't allow them to run the football like they did. And, outside of that, we just never, we never could get the stops when we had them on some third downs, or, we just couldn't produce the stops that we needed when we needed them. And, again, they executed it. We didn't.
What makes disappointing, defense didn't show up today. Every other game we lost, and defense played really well. And today, that's what makes so disappointing. We didn't play well, and the score shows. We got our butts kicked.
We didn't play well on defense. We just, I don't know what was going on. We just couldn't get nothing going. We couldn't get no stops. A bunch of, short downs, 31s, 32s. They kept getting the first down. Couldn't cover nobody. Didn't have enough pressure up front on the quarterback. It's all around, man.
Obviously very disappointing. We didn't obviously coach or nor play, like we have all year, and certainly didn't have, show the kind of fight, the toughness that is a staple of, who we are.
They brought the fight to us. They were more physical than us across the board. When we did get to the perimeter, their perimeter players tackled well in the run game. A lot of times in the run game, we didn't do well up front to get to the perimeter. So, we kind of, got into a little bit pass-oriented, one-dimensional game. And so, as far as responding on the road, those guys defensively got after us and kind of took the fight to us and controlled the game at the line of scrimmage and controlled it from a physical aspect.
Man, it's always tough to go on the road, but with a team that we have, we're young still, I would say. But it's really no excuse this late in the season. We just got to keep preparing and keeping our heads up as much as possible. So, we got down a little bit in the first half, and a lot of guys with their heads down, which we can't have because it's a long game, So we just got to keep preparing and grinding out. When I see the end zone come my way, but it was just one touchdown, So really, it doesn't really affect the game much. And I know I celebrated it. And it really wasn't a good judgment on my part, but I'm just excited. I grind all week, so along with the team. We grind hard all season. So that's just one of the things you just get excited. But more than anything, we just got to put more points up on the board.